Hey, today we're going to take a look at a vintage CO2 rifle. This is the Benjamin 3600. It was made from 1958 until 1960. It's a CO2 rifle. It uses, I got it in my pocket, I'm trying to get it warm. It uses the 8 gram CO2 cartridge. I'll show you the difference here. Let me lay this right here. There's a 12 gram, there's the 8 gram. So this is basically like a Seltzer cartridge. So anyway, this is a 177 repeater. It shoots either lead balls or BBs. It's a little carbine. The big brother to it would have been the model 3620, and it was a 22 caliber, basically the same rifle. I think it's a little more common than this one, but I'm not real sure about that. I'm going to show it to you. There's the front sight. The rear sight, it's got an interesting little rear sight. See if I can get a view of it here. It's like these two little knobs that come up over this top piece here, which holds the BBs to the lead balls. So there is a safety on this. Now when I got this rifle, I didn't know if it was going to shoot or not. But it's in such nice condition, I thought it probably would, but I couldn't get the trigger to engage. And this is the safety, but it was jammed in there. And so I loosened that up and I made it so it moves again. And then I put a CO2 cartridge in it, and it seemed to work fine. And I shot it a few times, and then I just emptied it by cycling through and emptying the CO2 out of it. So today's going to be the first time we've actually shot this, and I just wanted to do it on film to see how it did. So anyway, you take and unscrew this, you drop your put a little drop oil, you drop your CO2 cartridge in like this, put that back on, you screw it all the way down to a, nice and thumb tight. And right here, there's a little slide. You slide it open and you load your ammo right there, and then you just slide that back up on there. Now to cock this, there's a little tab. Can you see that little tab right there? And that goes back into this little button, and it just locks it in. When you cock it, you just take and pull it back. That BB drops from this tube into the loading chamber, and then you pull the trigger. So anyway, I'm going to load this up. It takes a little bit, so I'm going to load it up, and then we're going to go shoot this from 25 feet offhand. And I'm going to shoot, first I'll shoot 10 lead balls, and then I'll shoot 10 BBs, and we'll see which ones do better. And this is the first time I've shot this, so let's go check it out, guys. let's look at this. I think that was 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, that was 10 with the lead ball. And I need to get used to the sights because they're really different on this gun. But, so that was a little lead ball. I had a couple of misfires because you have to tilt that gun back in order for that BB to feed. Otherwise, it just does not feed. Okay, now we're going to shoot it with, instead of the lead balls, we're going to shoot it with BBs. Okay, let's take a look at it now. Let's see if I can find the different ones here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8, and I'm not sure. But anyway, you can see that, and the pressure started dropping off right at the end. So with the lead balls, I got 10. So I got, 20 shots and it started dropping off. So the BBs grouped a little bit tighter. It'd be interesting to shoot the BBs first and then the lead balls second, or just the BBs for one cartridge and lead balls with another to see. Maybe we'll do that in a later video. Okay, now I did it again with 5 shots each. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that was with the BBs first, and then that was 1, 2, 1, 2, probably 5 right there. And I noticed that the lead balls, they don't feed as good as the BBs do. So after I did most of the video, I came back, I loaded a new cartridge up, and I came back and shot the Daisy ground round BBs, and that's where I shot it. I was aiming right here and I was hitting right about here. And I did that rested from 25 feet rather than freehand. So if you rest it, it holds a pretty good group, but you know how freehand is when you shoot. So that's it today for the Benjamin 3600 BB repeater. It's a 100-shot repeater. I didn't expect the lead balls to do as well as the BBs, and they didn't. They didn't feed as well. They didn't shoot as well. I used the Daisy ground shot BBs to test it with. You can see by the groups and that with the first two compared that the BBs did outperform it. And then I also shot some afterwards, rested at 25 feet, just to see how good of a group I could get. And it actually grouped pretty good at 25 feet. Well, this is actually a pretty fun little gun to shoot. It's a definite blast from the past. I always enjoy making these videos for you and showing you some of the vintage air guns that are out there. I'm going to show it to you one more time, and then we'll say goodnight. This little front sight is going to be something that I'm going to need to get used to. Thank you for watching, and you all have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.